What up everybody, it's TrueTech back again with another minor overview here. We're looking at the new character M.Bison, aka Vega, aka Dictator. So real quick, history lessons for people who are new or just don't know. In Japan, the names are a little swapped around because of those original names. Boxer, aka Balrog, clearly based on who? Mike Tyson, exactly, M. Tyson. So, to avoid any legal situations, they swapped around the names when it came to the American side. So, M.Bison being, Vega became M.Bison, what we know as M.Bison. Claw was originally Balrog, and Boxer, Balrog as we know him, was originally M.Bison. So, avoid legal trouble, they did a little swap-a-roo, and that's how we get him. That's why we call them Boxer, Dictator, and Claw. So just to give you a little history lesson, as well as to let you know why you're going to be hearing a lot of people say Dictator, especially now because we are so global with the internet as it is. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. And we're going to get into what he is. So he's come back from the dead, as it were. You can see his hat back there in the background. And he is a lot different. They're clearly expanding upon what he was in Street Fighter V, but he's still pretty different. Here, so we're going to talk real quick about buttons. We're not going to go really in depth, but 5 frames standing jab, low jab is 4 frames. Either way, pretty quick. Got some good range, you can see there. Stand strong, that gut punch, 8 frames. You'll know his buttons tend to be overall a little slow. Now he does have a 6 frame here, so you are going to have to watch out when it comes to drive reversals. But again, here, stand fierce, you can see 19 frames, but plus on block, and you can do things to make it more plus, of course, you know. Oh, that's his overhead, I forgot about the overhead. 22 frames, so gonna be somewhat reactable, but again, with this game there's a lot of things happening. So that when you have a bomb on you, we're here, and then you can do something like that. So we're gonna go here. Stand short. Still the same as it's always been. This was a really good button. Always been a good button. You're only getting 2 of these. Used to be able to get like 3 of these. There we go. A little pushback. So mid screen you could only get 2, but you used to be 3. But this has always been really here, and that used to be kind of you know what you do before. But now as you see here, we're -5 on scissor kicks, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But stay medium kick, always been a really good button, still is. 10 frames though, again, not very fast. So you're gonna be, when you're playing footsies, you're gonna be sticking out some kind of slow buttons. Well, we got crouch medium kick, again, 8 frames, not bad. I think that's kind of standard for crouch mediums. So we're not looking at anything there. Our short, 5 frames, but we are looking, as you see here, we got 2 4-frame buttons. And the range on this with the ability to not have to charge, that's going to be a big deal. Stand roundhouse doesn't crouch on whiffers, but you have to be closer. So you doesn't whiff on crouchers, excuse me, but you got to be closer. You see here. Now if I stand her up, boom, we see that. So -2, only -2, 13 frames, not bad at all. So, no, something that you're going to be kind of poking with depending on the character. Oh, yeah. Jump normals, his jump light kick, kind of always been that way. Jump medium kick looks like his old jump light kick in, oh, I'm sorry, this has always been jump medium kick. I'm confusing my buttons. But yeah, this is his cross up here. I don't know if it's like, yeah, it looks. There we go. Yeah, that was his cross-up button back in like HDR, ST, etc. Jump roundhouse. Got the basic jump in. Oh, so we got a little elbow here. This is new. Jump medium is the same as it ever was, but if you'll look here, you notice his jump arc is wild. My man is jumping off the screen. He got that Bronny James vertical here, bro. So you're gonna have to watch it, because that means jump ins are not gonna be like your go-to, because I got 8 years to react to a jump in with this. But he does still have his combo. I forget what it's called, devil something. The here. So we do still have that. You cannot do what you used to be able to, where you hit that and then re-jump, or maybe bop, bop, and then re-jump again. You can't do that, but you do get follow-ups off this very simply. No. But he does have some new stuff. So again, overhead, that's new, right? Back roundhouse. Now this looks close. This looks like his old. He had a button that was close like this. I think it was a close roundhouse. Kind of looked like that. But now it's back and it's plus. So you are going to be doing some things here like that. So maybe here, bop, bop. Confirm. And then you're probably not going to be just throwing that out because you can get jab punished, but you know, things like that are going to be while we're talking about command normals, we can't forget the classic. We're still here, baby. We got the classic Bison slide. Now, how we're going to use this is going to be, oh my goodness, look at the range. Like, it's pretty quick for what it is. That's still -6, so it looks like you're going to have to find that sweet spot. Yeah, I'm not able to find a sweet spot here with this move. Like, there may not be. It might just be you have to just go balls to the wall with this one. He looks so cool though. Cause that's damn fierce, which again, yeah, as you can, I showed you just actually accidentally here. If you space it, you can actually be a little bit more plus. So you see there at +3 due to the spacing, and then you can make it +7 with a DR if you space it right. So let's see if we can get that going here. As you saw right there, +7. So that's going to be real nasty. You're going to have to look out for DR, but you're also going to have to, again, look out for things that stop the momentum like that. And then maybe you stuck a button out and then, So we're going to briefly talk about his specials. He has some new stuff on top of his basics. So we're going to get into the new real quick. So let's talk about the back fist combo, I believe is what it's called. And you can see here, explosion. That's what sets the Psycho Mine. Psycho Mine now basically places a bomb on him or your opponent, and it explodes after a period of time. There is no timing difference. It's not like Kimberly's cans. They all explode at the same time. So once you kind of learn the timing, you'll be able to know. And then of course, as you saw here, it started glowing purple before the explosion, so you'll be able to tell with that. But this is the basis of a lot of combos. You're going to see all these Twitter combos where they're doing like 80% damage. They're all reliant upon a mine having already been set. So keep that in mind. If you got a mine on you, you're going to have to deal with some pressure. You're going to have to hold that, or you're going to eat so much damage. Now, mine gets set by, gets exploded either based on timing or if you do a move. So let's get into that real quick. See there? Explosion. So this is going to be real important for you playing as Bison and fighting Bison, because this is normally very negative. Let's go ahead and set the block. Let's see here, -16. That's a free punish counter fierce combo here. So you're going to get that. Let's see, EX is -3. So it's safe. But now your turn's over, and he doesn't have a reversal outside of super. So that your turn's over. You can't even make him guess at that point. Your turn's over, period, unless you're willing to spend some super meter to make them not. So this, you know, mine's real important for Bison, because otherwise, even with scissor kick, negative. So we're going to talk about scissor kicks. One of the things I personally am not a fan of is that scissor kicks is no longer a charge motion, because this shit right here, she can't do anything at this range. Like, I'm -4, but all she can do is press a button. Nothing's gonna happen here. So he can be around this range here, poking out. You press something, and you can like see, even at that range, I'm -5, but I'm too far away for anything to hit. See here. So you see here, nothing you can do, even though medium, and like there's nothing you can do. So the fact that this is not a charge motion is kind of wild. So take advantage of that. If they change, I doubt they'll change that because that's going to be kind of a big change to go from a motion to a charge. So I think it's going to always be, and that's wild for the type of pressure he's going to have. So take advantage of that. EX is a combo tool only. That's a combo tool only. There. And then we're going to go to his other classic, Psycho Crusher. So Psycho Crusher has had some enhancements. So Psycho Crusher now has some projectile invulnerability. So I believe this will take one hit of a projectile, and EX will just ignore projectiles. I've already seen a clip where EX Psycho Crusher went straight through Rashid's level 2. So that's going to be nasty. For you projectile characters out there, you're going to have to watch it. Bison's in your ass. So we got Chun-Li blocking here. We're going to show our next moves. The special moves are down-up charge specials. So it's a little bit different than it used to be. Prior, you used to just go down and up kick, down and up punch to get your moves. Now it's the whole charge down, up and kick, and the button follow-up chooses either a head stomp or devil's reverse. So if we do up, you see here, you just go in the sky. And there you go, you can see right here, goes here. And depending on the button you press is how far you go. EX will automatically home in. And if you press kick afterwards, you will double your head stomp, which is immediate down. You can see that. That's going to be really good for catching people whiffing. You're going to see you'll go up, you're going to maybe anti-air too quickly, and then you can hit, punish that, and get that. So you can do something wild like that, right? Or you can actually Devil's Reverse. Devil's Reverse is plus on block. And one of the other things about this is that you can choose to EX after you've already gone up. And these are both, see here, so you can see very negative on the head stomp, but something Bison's always been able to do, you can kind of control what you do afterwards. And with head stomp, you still have the follow-up, so you could, depending on what they do, possibly hit them out if they're trying to punish. I don't anticipate that being a huge deal because you're going to chase after him and he's negative, very negative at that point. But yeah, if you go a little too fast, thinking you see that, and then you're going to get Devil's Reverse. So see, also plus with the EX, 2 hits, very, very good. Alright, so quickly we're going to talk about supers. I'm not going to go into in depth or anything like that. You know what it is. Level 1, not the quickest, 10 frames. Now, that means that there are certain meaties that you can use that will allow you to stick a button out there meaty and then recover in time to block. I, as a Kimberly main, know the downfalls of that. But it's still good to have. Of course, have a wake up level 1. Looks like his standard level 1, standard super that he used to have in ST and such. None of his supers are motions. Again, I don't know how I feel about that. Me personally, I don't love it because Bison's always been a strong character, and giving him access to just easy good moves, I don't love it. Now his level 2, we're heading back to Street Fighter 4 with this one. Psycho Punisher, commonly known as Psycho Abortion. This move is back, and it's dependent upon the button you press, so there could be some little gimmicks with it.
You will rule this day. Psycho Punisher.
Now,
You will rule this day.
as you can see there, it can cross up.
Punisher.
Now, how common is that going to be? You don't know, but in a tense situation, you're holding down back, maybe you set up a little reset, you do something like that. That could be, that could be something, we'll see. But it's something that can be done, so keep that in mind. Psycho Punisher's back, and now we have his new super, his level 3.
Your demise awaits. Your time ends here. Be gone.
Now the beginning looks like his old ultras and stuff, but as you see, he slams it down, and then he has his CA, which looks super sick. I'm sure you've seen it a ton, but let's show it one more time.
Your ambitions die here. Unlimited cycle pressure. Word.
So you can see there, it looks super cool. Calls her a worm. Now, that's, I will mention, as you can see here again, 10 frames. That's pretty slow for a level 3, which again means he's gonna get meatied pretty hard. Even with 3 bars, I can do the same meaty that I normally would do for anything else. Drive rush, do a meaty low, something like that, and I can react to the startup, hit a parry. So that's something that's going to be real rough for him. He's going to get rushed down because of that. Bison looks super cool, does big damage, but his issue is going to be that he's going to get rushed down hard. No reversals except for supers. All his supers are slow. He's going to have to rely upon drive rush, really, or drive reversal, excuse me, to really do anything to keep you off him. The problem with that is that the same meaties that you're going to do to beat his wake up supers are the same meaties that you can do to beat all of his to beat drive reversal. At least especially with Kimberly, I can do similar meaties each time and not worry about what he's doing in here. So he's gonna have some real issues on the defensive side, but offensively he's got some good buttons, though some of them are slow, but he's got multiple plus frame buttons. He's gonna have his very strong DR. As you can see how fast he goes across the screen. Like, we can literally set Chun here. We're gonna set Chun literally full screen and save that. Like, bro, as we say here, so plus. And you can, again, do multiple things to stop your momentum. So he's gonna have ways to get in and do pressure. The problem is that what he's good at is what he's gonna lose to as well. I realize this is here, so he's gonna be doing something of that nature. So that first hit, you're gonna set up the mine, right? So you're gonna lose that damage, but then now it's pound the pressure. You press a button, you DP or whatever, you're gonna die. Don't do it. Like, we'll insert some clips here. As you can see, you're gonna die. So don't do it. But otherwise, I know he looks a little wild and he's gonna have some good pressure, but I don't anticipate him being a crazy broken character the way Twitter makes him look with these big damaging combos and stuff like that, because they are reliant upon situations that people are not gonna put themselves in as much once they learn how to fight the character. So, but I think Bison looks super cool, and I'm really hyped to learn him a little bit. So we're gonna just briefly get into some of these trial combos so you can see what he's capable of a little bit.
Now, find a new rival.
That's it for, no, more or less my first impressions overview of Bison. I think overall he'll end up being a strong character. There's some decent buttons, though some of them are a little slow. Good at anti-airs. His jump arc being wild high. We'll see how that comes into play. But scissor kicks, that's going to be a problem. Mine, going to be a problem. You're going to have to hold some pressure. You're going to have to block. That's how it's going to be for this character. But overall, I can see him being mid, maybe high mid. The problem is he's going to be getting rushed down. He's going to have to hold everything. But I'm happy to have Dictator back. He looks cool, and I will be rocking that purple Biff Bison like I used to back in the day. And maybe we'll do a little series where I try to learn him, get him to master, maybe something like that, because I think he might be a fun character to mess around with. I hope this helped out for anyone who ends up watching. And as always, join Discord and runners.com, and join us on Thursday in Hub 23 for Community Night. Peace.
A community dedicated to everyone.